1 second. Are you able to see our screen? Hi, who's on the phone?
Hi.
Who? Sorry, we can't hear you.
Kay.
Hi, Kay. Are you able to see our screen?
No, I didn't do it on the computer.
Got it. Is anyone else on the phone that's also on the computer as well?
No, I'm just on the phone.
Okay. Okay, so they said that they can hear us.
Hi again, good afternoon. This is Catherine. I hope that everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining us for our stress awareness webinar. So good to see so many of you on the line, and we're going to get started because we did say 1, so we gave enough time for individuals to get on, and if others get on, they'll just join in, and then perhaps if they need information, I can certainly send it to them. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So monthly check-in, something like what we used to do weekly, but monthly now because our webinars are bi-monthly. How has it been since our last check-in? And have you recently experienced any stress?
So the lines are currently open, so feel free to talk. Don't be shy.
All right, you see 2 questions. If you don't, I'll just repeat them. How has it been since our last check-in? And have you recently experienced any stress?
It's been good, no.
It's been good and no, that's one person. Anybody else jump in? Don't be shy. Okay, so we're going to move forward in the interest of time. So I'm just hoping that all of you are doing well. You're still in the sustainability of the program. And as we've discussed so many times, stress, that we all have stress, and it's how we deal with it. So that's what our webinar is about today, the awareness of it, how we reduce it, how we cope with it, how we deal with it. So what is stress? So for those of you who are able to put in the answer, there's an A, B, C, or D.
So if you guys look on your screen, a poll should be popping up right now. And so if you can, go ahead and answer the question. So again, it's what is stress? Is it A, stress is a normal response in the body? Is it a traumatic experience? Is it an emotion, or is it the same thing as anxiety?
Just give you a few seconds to put in that answer, A, B, C, or D.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and close it. So as you can see, 100% of people voted that stress is a normal response to the body. Now let's see if that's the correct answer.
Absolutely, stress is a normal response in the body. Basically, it's when the body is stressed, the body actually shifts all of its energy toward fighting off. It's like a fight or flight. So basically, it's that when you deal with stress, it is a response in the body. So we're going to do another question here. Very good, 100%. How do we react to stress?
So again, another question pop up on the screen. So go ahead and answer it. So is it A, making unhealthy choices about eating or drinking, feeling anxious or depressed, sleep too little or too much, or all of the above? Okay, the answers are in. Let's see. So 100% of you guys said all of the above. Let's see what the answers say.
And you're absolutely right. All of the above. We can overeat or we can undereat. We can become anxious, nervous, depressed, sad. We can cover up the situation by going to sleep. You know how you cover up and just think that the stress will go away. Basically, you can't sleep at all. So yes, the answer is D, all of the above. Great, guys, really great. So let's look at this. Short-term stress can be good by helping to increase awareness and solve a problem at hand. And that's for short-term stress. However, long-term stress over a long period of time, it can elevate your blood glucose levels. And we all know what that is, increased sugar levels. It can also increase blood pressure, and it can cause you to gain weight. The key is balance. And the key is dealing with stress is very simple, just day by day, staying cool and focused for whatever the situation may be. If you just focus on what your goals are, it can alleviate some of the stress that you're feeling. So let's look at some ways to reduce your stress. We have a couple there. Make changes to your thoughts. Be positive. Confide in someone. So it's good to have somebody to talk to. But with that, I would say be careful as well, because their stress could become your stress. And it can exacerbate even the stress that you have. And we all know that we have stress, but confiding in someone and talking to them, they may give you ways to help you reduce your stress. Prioritize your to-do list. Every day we have things that we have to do, but if you prioritize your list, it makes it easier. You know, whatever works for you, handling the most difficult task first, or maybe last. But if you prioritize it by doing a list, it will actually reduce your stress. Organizing your desk and even things at home. That makes for neatness, and also organization is key to what you have, as well as reducing your stress. Changing your coping style. Whatever your style is in coping with stress, if it's not working, reassess it. Look back at it. If breathing is what you do and that's not working, maybe taking a walk. You know, maybe asking someone what they do to alleviate stress. Learning to relax. Just take it easy. Rhythmic breathing, exercising, progressive relation, or even some other kind of physical activity. Basically, happiness is a choice, and you can choose to be happy. There's going to be stress in your life, but it's your choice whether you let it affect you or not. And basically, we're all champions, okay? You have to learn to handle stress and pressure. But if you're prepared mentally and physically, you really don't have to worry too much about it. And one of the other best ways of getting stress out of your life, it takes time. It took time for it to get there. It takes time for it to get out. However, it's how you cope with it. And you have to take an action plan and action steps to doing so. And be real about those plans, not just to say, I'm going to just let it go, roll off my shoulder. So these are just some of the ways that you can reduce stress. And there's so many other ways as well. But keep these here close to you, and it will really help you reduce your stress. So some of these things here, I know they look very familiar. Familiar from our classes. Support a healthy lifestyle. If you look up at the top left there, if you're looking on the webinar, use healthy eating habits like an apple versus a Dunkin' Donuts. Portion control. We all know eating in moderation. Lower sugar alternatives as well as sodium alternatives. Increasing your physical activity by taking a stress walk. Doesn't have to be fast. And you can try Tai Chi or even yoga or whatever meditation might help you to supporting that healthy lifestyle and reducing stress and coping with it. And mind plus body plus care equals your well-being. Taking care of your mind, taking care of your body, being careful with what you do actually creates for you being well and healthy. So with that being said, you can tackle your stress. Basically, as you can look at that, if you can see it, you got this. We have a lot of what if statements, and we don't really know what's going to happen. Sometimes we exasperate situations and the outcome doesn't really turn out to be what we anticipated it to be. Take a deep breath. You can tackle your stress. And remember that stress doesn't come from what's going on in your life. It comes from the thoughts. It comes from what you're thinking about. It exasperates the more you think about it, the more stressful you become. Remember, stress comes from good situations and bad situations. However, it's the effect on your body. And after time, it raises your blood glucose by the hormone cortisol. It also raises your blood pressure. It can make you have headaches. And in long-term stress, over and over, your body deals with inflammation. And based on the fact of prediabetes, we know that type 2 diabetes is preventable. Stress is preventable as well. So you can tackle your stress. You got this. Remember some of the things from the program, what we've done, and just keep on moving and keep on doing what you're doing. So I'm going to open up the lines right now just to find out, how you feel about the webinar. And as we move forward, maybe give us some suggestions for our next webinar.
If you don't feel comfortable talking out loud, you can also type your answers in the chat box or the question box, and we can read it out loud.
No questions? No chats?
Okay, someone raised their hand. Who raised their hand?
No. Oh, okay. So with that being said, we're 15 minutes only in, and we're gonna go ahead and close down our call and the webinar, and look for an email from us. We're gonna take a survey and see how we move forward with our webinars. I look forward to talking to you. Also, you can email me any of your questions that you may have, or what you think we can do moving forward to get more people involved, particularly graduates of the program, as we offer this as an aftercare to you to keep up with you. So be well, take care. You can tackle your stress. You got this.
Bye.